Is Detroit Tigers outfielder Riley Greene ready to become a superstar this year? A former 5th overall pick in 2019, the expectations have been quite high. And Riley Greene's been a good hitter for some time, but he's made a conscious effort to lift the ball more, and the results have naturally come with it. Last year, Greene hit 24 home runs, but he also missed time with injury, so he had just 584 plate appearances. 24 home runs is a good total for that. He scored 82 runs, had 74 RBI, and 4 stolen bases while slashing 262, 348, 479. But is there another gear for Riley Greene, and can he take that leap that Tigers fans want to see to becoming a star player in this lineup? And I believe that's the case. I am a big Riley Greene believer. You look at what he's done, you look at the pedigree. He's still going to be 24 years old on opening day, and he'll spend the entire season 24. He'll actually turn 25 at the very end of September 28th. So this is his age 24 season. What Greene has done, how he's progressed, is pretty significant. When you look at the profile, it starts with the ground balls, and he's made significant strides in his launch angle year over year. Last season, he had a career low 43.6% ground ball rate. Now, you look at previous years, and they had been an issue. 56.8% in 2022. That's extremely high. 48.9% in 2023. Still too high. There was an interview with Riley Greene where he stated that he was making a conscious effort because he was tired of hitting the ball on the ground. And that's exactly what he did. He lifted more often. He had a 13% barrel rate, 13.4%, which is near elite, naturally because he hit the ball at better angles. His launch angle sweet spot, which is a batted ball between 10 and 35 degrees, 39%, one of the best marks in baseball. So that was really encouraging for Riley Greene. Obviously, injuries are still an issue here. He's missed time pretty much every season with injuries. You look, and he's had time. He missed time in 2023 with a fibula fracture. Later that year, he had Tommy John surgery, and he comes back stronger from the TJ. But then he had a hamstring injury, which caused him to miss nearly a month in 2024. So if he is going to become a star and fully break out in 2025, staying on the field will be the most important thing that Riley Greene can do. Now, the power is impressive here. We know Comerica Park is a major pitcher's park. It's tough for hitters to go there and match. It takes a special kind of player. But Greene has the kind of power that we saw in 2024 that can transcend the ballpark. In fact, he hit 10 home runs at home in 245 plate appearances, 14 on the road in 267. So not all that different of numbers there, and honestly, there might be a little more in the tank. He had similar splits at home on the road, which you like to see, especially in that kind of environment, and the home run total was not all that off. So can Riley Greene take that step? Well, let's look at the profile a bit. Naturally, Riley Greene gets that pull side power pretty easily and gets some big-time pop. He can go opposite field, though, and get some power, too, but to the pull side, I mean, it's pretty impressive power. In fact, on pulled fly balls, Riley Greene averaged over 100 miles an hour average exit velocity, and he pulled 36% of those fly balls that he hit. Would we like to see more pulled? Yeah, I think that naturally leads to more home runs. But in Greene's profile, I mean, let's go down the list. Average exit velocity, 91.3. That was 84th percentile for all hitters in the majors. 13.4% barrel rate that I mentioned, 90th percentile for all major league hitters. Hard hit rate, 47%. It's 83rd percentile. Sweet spot percent, 39%, 90th percentile. Bat speed, 85th percentile. The list just goes on and on. We know that Greene can hit the ball hard. Can it translate to 30-plus home run power? I say absolutely. So then we go to the contact skills. What can we expect from Riley Greene in terms of contact? Because when we look at the contact skills, I think they're pretty solid overall. Not as great as you'd like to see from a star player, but that doesn't mean he cannot take that step forward. In-zone contact rate was 80.6% last year, according to Baseball Savant. 82% is MLB average, so right there at MLB average with zone contact. Overall contact rate, a little bit lower, just north of 73%, but still pretty close to MLB average. So while the contact rates are a little lower than average, I still think Greene can maintain a good batting average considering how hard he hits the ball. So naturally, we look at players that could run higher BABIPs, and this is the kind of profile that I look at. Like if you want to find a player that could have higher BABIPs, Riley Greene's it. And you've seen it. I mean, he has a career BABIP of 353. was actually down to 329 last year. There's a chance that goes back up. Why? Because Greene hits the ball incredibly hard, and he also hits the ball hard on a line. When you get it, ground balls and line drives, the BABIP's going to be up. So that's helpful. More home runs, I think, naturally pulled the BABIP down a little bit last season. So that obviously plays a part in this picture. But Greene could have some lofty batting average. I'm not saying he's going to hit 290 or anything of that nature, but I do think he's capable of hitting 275 pretty regularly. I mean, he hit 288 in 2023. What's to say he can't be a 275 hitter every year with elite power? The discipline's really good. So you look at the discipline. We'll put up some maps here below, but 23% chase rate, obviously really good. League average chase rate's near 29%, so solid there. Greene's more average with swing decisions in the zone at least. Zone swing percent 66.3. That's right around league average. And his heart swing rate is 75%, which is just 1% below league average. So Greene could benefit from being more aggressive on pitches in the zone, especially over the heart of the plate. So more aggressive swings, swinging more often there, is going to lead to more results naturally. Let's look at pitch types. Can he hit all pitch types well? Well, you look at fastballs, he absolutely mashes them. He had a 82% contact rate against fastballs. 14 of his home runs were off fastballs, and naturally makes a little more sense. I mean, 54% of the pitches he saw were fastballs, so being able to hit those, all right, makes sense. He had 300 against them. Breaking balls are interesting. He had a 182 batting average against on breaking balls and a 36% whiff rate, so 64% contact rate against those. So a little more concerning. Could he get fed more breaking balls this year and struggle? Possibly, but I think that we see improvements there because Greene hit changeups and off-speed pretty well. So it would not be shocking to me if he made those leaps. You go back and you look at the power. I mean, it's legit. 107 mile an hour, 9th percentile. That's upper tier power, a 114 max. Like, that's top of the scale power for sure. I just think that what Riley Greene did at age 23 is so significant, especially in a hard park to hit in. When you average near 97 miles an hour on your fly balls and the 100 I mentioned on pulled fly balls, it's absolutely going to play. The question that he gets sometimes is, can he hit lefties? So as a lefty bat, the splits are not all that bad. The power is pretty even from the right or the left side, like a home run percentage. So that's at least encouraging to see. And yeah, I mean, he absolutely hits righties better. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Riley Greene hits both well. He had a 280 average against righties with an 873 OPS, but he's still OPS 698 against lefties. And that OPS is not going to keep you out of the lineup. Like, that's the kind of OPS that, yeah, I mean, it's a little lower than we like to see, but I still personally believe that he's going to stick in the lineup every day, all things considered. So, can Riley Greene be a star? I think so. I believe there's 30 home run power in this bat. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes over 30 this year. I really believe and buy into this profile. The small little warts of contact can be improved. The left-handed splits, can they be improved? Absolutely. But you look at how Greene handles fastballs exceptionally well. Breaking ball improvements, yeah, I mean, then he's all of a sudden looking at being a true star. I mean, I look at Riley Greene, age 24 season. What could we or should we expect? You look at the projection models, I'm probably higher on Riley Greene than all the models. The highest model has him for 24 home runs. That would be Oopsie. Jordan Rosenblum's projection has him hitting 275. Totally buying into the batting average. I think Greene hit 24 home runs in 584 plate appearances last year. If he's projected to get 650, then I think 30 is a real possibility. Does he run more? I mean, he could steal 10 bases, and I wouldn't be shocked. But here's the thing, guys. Riley Greene has to stay healthy. If he does, he could really take off. So I believe in Riley Greene. I'm firmly buying in this year and want a lot of shares in fantasy baseball. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great day.